It is day 3. It's the morning of day 3. And we are going to try out something a little bit different today. What I'm going to do, and she's not going to like it and I feel really bad, but I am going to go ahead and take the top off for now and clean out in the playpen because the smell in here is indescribable. So I don't know if she's had an accident in there or that's just her smell, because it doesn't actually smell like waste. It's just it's a wild scent. I don't know, I can't describe it, but it's awful. And she did start eating yesterday. She ate a full can, one of the big cans of wet food, not the little ones, but the big cans, and it looks like she ate a little bit of the dry food as well. So I'm going to pull everything out of there, and I'm going to put down this sheet. Now, it's not a fitted sheet. It's not the fitted one. It's the flat one, because I know, I don't want anybody to get stuck, and with the fitted sheets, that's possible. But I'm going to put that down over the whole floor, and then put everything back in. I also got one of the cat's old scratchers. I don't have any brand new ones, and I had to throw Cleo's away because, they had so many contagions that I didn't want to take any risks. And since it's cardboard and recyclable, I just put it in the recycle bin, and I'm going to order some more of these. I keep forgetting. So I'm going to put that in there. Now, I do have those on my wish list if anybody would like to send some. But I'm going to put that in there to give her, maybe another place to sit. Because I know Cleo liked to sit where she could watch her babies, but not, where the babies could get to her. So, and that's, as well as I can do in there. Okay, Mom has jumped out of the playpen, and she did a pretty good job. I thought she was going to fall for a minute, but she didn't. And she's looking for a place to hide, but I have stuffed a comforter and pillows in between the beds, and I have left open the sewing machine, so there's really no place where she can go, which is what I wanted. So if she'll just stay up there and see, watch me and see that I'm not going to hurt her. I'm not going to hurt her babies. I'm just trying to clean out the thing. I think that will be good for her. But I'm not going to get any closer to her because every time I try, I'm afraid she'll hurt herself because she keeps trying to scramble up the wall. So I just want her to get comfortable. It's okay. Okay, and I pulled out the babies, but I left them on the blanket and put them on the bed. I don't want to handle them too much at first since they're so little and she is, not tame. I don't want her, to reject them or anything because I've handled them too much. Once they've hit, over a week or maybe 2 weeks old, then I'll feel better about handling them all the time. But I am going to weigh them and check on all of them. I just don't want to constantly handle them, so I'm going to get everything cleaned up, and then before I put them back in there, then I'll do all my checks. I've cleaned everything out and moved some stuff around because she still has not used the litter box in any way, and I did not find any poop or pee. Unless the pee had dropped, but I don't think so in here. Now, the very first day, she did pee on the mat that her food was on, and it was a lot of pee, but she hasn't, that was it. And this is day 3. She's really only been here about 48 hours, but that's a long time not to poop, poor thing. So I put the dry food there and the wet food there because she wasn't eating it when it was against the wall. She only started eating when I put it in the middle, so I'm going to do that. And then the scratch pad there. And I'm going to get some more water and put it on this side, because a lot of times they won't drink the water if it's right by the food. Now, sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. But she hasn't been drinking any water. But as you can see, I put a lot of water in her food just because I know she's not drinking any. So now I'm going to look at the babies and then corral Mom back in here, which, if it's anything like last time, is not going to be good. But she's still up there just watching. Now, I had to stand up to zip back the top, and she did freak out and try to go down in between the things, but she couldn't. So she scrambled right back up. But she, look, see where she's looking? She keeps watching the baby. Like, she has got her eyes on the baby, so I haven't gone over there by them because I didn't want to freak her out. But now I'm going to have to, because I want to weigh them and check on them. I know. Okay, here is the first one. And it is it's a female. I know, honey. I know. And it is kind of a tortie. I think. I don't know. I'm going to call it Fluffy Tortie right now. And this one is the regular tortie. And it's also a girl, of course. And we'll see how much she weighs. Okay, and this is the one that's fluffy and black. There's little streaks of white, but mostly just black. Oh. And this is the all black one. And okay. And this is the tuxedo. Yeah. Okay, so I have put them all back in, and I've weighed them, and I unzipped that flap over there so Mom can come in on that side. I weighed all but the fluffy black one. Yesterday I couldn't get to him, and all but the regular black one has gained weight. Now this is in ounces. I should have written that. And this is what is the norm. So they really are probably less than a week old. But their weights are really good, and they all seem very healthy. Mom is back in with the babies. It's been about 2 hours since I cleaned this out. And what I did was, at the very end of me cleaning, when I put the babies back, Mom came, and I don't want to unzip because I don't want to disturb her. Mom came and laid down on the bed behind the playpen. And so what I did is I crawled in here and I unzipped the back and plopped it up, and she stayed outside of the playpen. And I really didn't want to immediately put her back in and trap her. You know, as long as she wasn't like trying to hide and hurt herself. So she laid back there, and then I laid over here on the pillow, you know, with my face to her and talked to her. Now, you know, she sat up when I started doing that, and I really thought she'd run away, but she didn't. I started singing to her. I know, I'm weird. And she laid down. Now, she stayed real alert, but she did lay down, and I sat with her for about 15-20 minutes, and for part of that, she was very relaxed. Now, towards the end, she started getting agitated, so I thought, well, you know, I'll leave so she can get agitated, but I did leave her out and left the flap up. She also, while I was gone, came in and ate her food, drank all the liquid of the food, so I'm going to actually put tiny more bit of food with a bunch of liquid in and pour it on top of that. And she's got all the babies over there feeding them, and I have left the flap up because she does seem to do better. I guess because she doesn't feel as trapped, she does seem to do better. And I've left the blanket off the top. And she's a lot calmer. I came back in to check on her and couldn't find her. And the smell in here, I can't even describe it. And so I couldn't find her anywhere, and I moved the mattress out. She has somehow squeezed herself in between the mattress and the wall under the headboard, and she has pooped back here, which, you know, she hasn't pooped in 2 days, so I'm sure it's quite a bit, and the smell is just indescribable. So I'm going to move the bed out and try to get her back into the pen and try to clean it up. You can see her eyes reflecting, but she's too dark to see under there. Okay, the good news is I have it all cleaned up and sanitized. It's just drying. And I got Mom back in the playpen. The bad news, well, and another piece of good news, is she does not have diarrhea. It is mostly solid. However, it is full of worms. But I don't think they're roundworms. They're little white, they almost look like tiny maggots, and I know that's gross, and I'm sorry, but that's my reality. So I'm gonna have to go and look up the different kinds of worms, because the only dewormer I have is for roundworms. So I'm gonna go research that. I'm gonna let this dry. Now I did use bleach, which, you know, I hated doing, but afterwards I also then washed it with soap and water, and then I sprayed it down with vinegar and water, and the vinegar and water is what is drying right now. And I'm going to, while this dries, I'm going to let Mom chill in the playpen with the babies, because I'm sure she is stressed from all the noise. I tried to talk calmly to her while I was doing it, but I don't know how that worked. But I'm sure she feels better now. I mean, she peed a river. I mean, there was so much pee down there. There was so much poop.